are live here on Smarter San Diego. Derek Evans here, your host, NMLS 155010. And Brent Cole is here. He's back. The man is back, sharing great properties with us. Cooper McLaughlin is here. Flagstar Bank.
Sir? Yes.
You want to drop your NMLS in there?
1293154.
I love it. You got it. You got one of those long ones. I got one of the old school ones.
I do too. 014637002.
We are so compliant. Look at us. Everyone will be happy with us. Our companies will love us. Real quick, before we dive into today's gems, which we've got some serious gems in there today.
Yeah.
Really cool financing options too. Cooper pulled up for us. I want to show you this. So Brent just showed this to me. So we're going to peel back the curtain a little bit. So Brent was showing this to me. I was like, let's show this to everybody. So Compass coming soon. Pull it up on the screen if you would, Corey. So he invites me to this thing, and I'm able to go in and see all of Compass coming soon listings, right? Mm-hmm. So these are not on the market.
No. And this is a collection that I put together based on our conversation today.
Oh, okay. So you specifically created these.
But there's many more.
Okay, so there's more than this.
Yes.
Gotcha. So there's coming soon listings for Compass, which is cool. I think that it's really cutting edge that they've done this. You can hear the people running in droves right now, just funneling in here to get to these coming soons.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's a buffalo on the way. So what it is that's neat about it is that Compass as a brokerage has realized that people want to have an edge. People want to be in the know. People want to get that little bit of, what is going on? What's happening? What's next? That's what you're giving them here. You're giving the opportunity to see what's coming on the market. Now, you may not have photos for some of these things, or you may not have a lot of photos for some of these, but you're able to see what is coming on the market through the Compass brokerage, which is a very big brokerage and growing here in San Diego. So that is super, super cool. So I just want to mention that. So when we put up Brent's information, when I put it in the post and so forth, if you'd like to get access to these coming soon listings, you can reach out to him there. All right, let's dive into these. So we got some stuff we want to go directly into here today. We're going to talk about a couple different cool communities too. So we're going to mention Savita today. Yep. I'm going to go into that in Mission Valley. We also talk about Del Sur, one of my neck of the woods up in North County.
Yeah.
Right. Let's see, where are we headed first here, Brent? We're at 11625 Via
Tavito. Yeah. So in...
You all right, buddy?
So we're kind of going in reverse order what I planned, but this is the largest of the group. In talking to the broker on this one, Ron Wilson with Remax, he said, hey, we're getting a lot of activity on this property, and there's a chance that it may go pending by the morning. And when I checked it this morning, it had gone pending. So
you were right.
I was right.
This
is a hot property.
Where is this located?
Yep. That's up in the Rancho Bernardo area. And
so listed at $999, basically $1 million. All right, so listed at $1 million in Rancho Bernardo. A lot of people think Rancho Bernardo is, lower price points. There's some lower price point stuff, but you really got to go check it out. I mean, look how amazing this house is. This is $1 million, pool, big yard. There's some cool stuff going on over there.
Yeah, I mean, we're quarter to half acre, so big lot. So if you're looking for a big family home, I have a client that we're out looking at properties right now, and their mindset was if they're going to be out more in a kind of a rural type setting, they would want all the bells and whistles like the pool and a large yard and those type of things. And
would you call this rural?
Not necessarily, but
for San Diego.
I'm from Missouri, right? Man.
Yeah,
rural. That means something different.
I grew up here, so yes. Well, it's not on a well or septic or anything like that.
These guys are from downtown, folks. In case you don't know, because this is rural here.
Yeah. So. But, it has that more of a country feel where you have, it's spread out a little bit more.
Bigger
you
yards.
have some land.
I call it suburban, right? But not like postage stamp suburban. There's like two different levels of suburbia, right? There's like postage stamp suburban, which is, you can spit on both the neighbors easily.
Which is terrible. I hate that.
Yeah. You just can't get around it some places. Yeah. Like Carmel Valley, for example. Like, find me a place that's not like that, that's under, 1.5. It's tough. Really, really cool place, though. And you were right about this one, Brent. So, I mean, this is what's cool about these properties. So, Brent has hand-selected all these properties that we look at on this segment. Every time we do it, he's hand-selected these properties, said, hey, the market may have missed these. These are really good deals. I don't know why they're still for sale. This one no longer is for sale.
Yeah. Well, but certainly there's a contingency period. So, if your heart was set on this one, you could keep a close eye on it, and
I do think it makes sense too, by the way. What do you guys think about that? I mean, backup offers on stuff?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
A lot of times buyers just
Right.
disappear
Yep.
and put in a backup offer if you really like the place.
Absolutely.
And communicate with the agent too. Let them know, hey, listen, I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm standing underneath. I'll catch it.
Yeah.
If someone drops the ball here, I am going to catch it.
Well, I could tell you from a story from firsthand experience with my brother-in-law. When we bought that house in Mount Helix, there
Yeah.
was multiple offers on the home, and the first position buyer, they backed out after the inspections. My brother-in-law, he saw an opportunity there, and there were some significant
Hurdles.
to overcome, but things that they felt they could handle, and we actually negotiated a better deal, much better deal than that first position buyer. So,
Yeah, there you go. See, and this is just kind of the backyard on this one. So okay,
That's
so this
nice.
this one is officially pending,
pending. Yep.
and so therefore
It's under contract. They have accepted an offer, but there is a period where, that buyer could change their mind. So
We won't spend a ton of time on this one, but I do want to at least take the opportunity to look at the financing stuff, because even
Yeah.
if you find one that's the same price, okay, even if it's not this one, or maybe it is this one if you put in a backup offer, you want to do something savvy, we're always trying to share with you all the savvy stuff that we would do personally,
Yes.
knowing how all these things work, because that's essentially how you get ahead in this game that is such a competitive game of San Diego real estate. So let's look at the financing options on this one, Coop.
Yeah, so on here I gave four examples of what would be available, sort of the brick and mortar 30-year fixed. As you can see, rates they're down. They're sub 4, mid to upper mid 3s on the 30-year fixed with 20% down. The other one's 10% down, sort of brick and mortar again. The real sort of fun and exciting options, I think, are the VA stuff has been lifted, so you don't have these ceilings where you have to put 5% or a certain portion down. At Flagstar, we're actually doing, as long as the eligibility is there, we would do VA loan 0 down to $2 million,
That's amazing.
which is pretty nuts. Yeah.
I saw it and I was like, this is crazy.
It is, and the rates are phenomenal, and
You
a
still
lot
have to qualify for
you,
it.
you have to qualify,
qualify.
obviously, income-wise and everything else. But the rates are phenomenal, and a lot of people, if they have over 10% disability, they don't have to pay a VA funding fee. So if that gets waived on some of that stuff, or if you're one of the few that would qualify without that VA funding fee being attached, I mean, VA is really phenomenal.
Yeah.
It's the premier. And then right above that is a unique portfolio program we have at Flagstar. It's our professional loan. Attorneys, CPAs, pilots, nurses, nurse practitioners, doctors, dentists, pharmacists, physician assistants, attorneys. I might have said that, but there's a lot of those out here in San Diego.
Yeah.
And we allow 0% down up to $850, 5% down up to $1 million. It's on 5 and 7/1 arms. The rates are very competitive, as you can see, and there's no mortgage insurance.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah.
So you're getting something with 5% down on $1 million, low rates, and no monthly mortgage insurance. This isn't going to be your forever loan. But you're going to get into the house with less down payment, have that money, redo the kitchen, bathrooms, whatever it is that you want. You're going to, then your value will be bumped. 2, 3, 4 years in, you refinance into some conventional instrument.
Yeah. If it makes sense.
It's more of a long-term thing. But this allows you to get into these higher-priced properties without having to save for 55 years for the down payment. So there's a lot of upside to that.
100%. Okay, terrific stuff there. And so we've got 4 total properties we're going to look at today, right, Brent? And we're going to stretch across a few different communities. This next one here is this one in Civita?
it is in Civita. Yep, it's in Lucent 2. It's 8569 Aspect Drive. This is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. The listing agent this is a Compass listing with Seth Struxma. But it's been on the market for about 18 days now. It's priced at $870,000. So you can
this
see
new?
it's built in 2017, but it's
Practically
like
new.
practically new. So you're still under that 10-year builder
Warranty?
SB 800. Yep. So under the builder warranty, and then it's very common where a buyer would get a 1-year warranty with in the purchase of the home. So But you know, it's like buying something brand new. You can see all the modern
I like the
finishes. Yeah, it's got the brick wall, luxury.
Is that real
high-end-
brick?
They're brick tiles.
Brick
so-
tiles. Okay, well that's real brick. Yeah, it's not like the wallpaper brick that I have in my office at home.
Nope. Yeah.
Looks real though. Yeah.
It looks real till it falls off the wall.
But Savina really is a special community. You know, it's award-winning, LEED certified community. So they
Very
are
green.
They are very green. You have electric car charging stations readily available for the owners there. But amazing outdoor spaces and
Looks
park
fantastic.
spaces. But you have all these really modern finishes. You have often two-car garage that goes directly into.
And you said this is a 3-bedroom?
This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Yep.
3-bedroom, 2-bath.
Or I'm sorry, 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
3-bedroom, 3-bath. What's the price point on this one?
$870.
$870.
So you know,
Relatively new, so like new construction. There's a couple years old. Maybe practically still has a wrapper on it as far as San Diego's concerned. You know, we're located in Mission Valley.
correct.
Got to keep that in mind too. That is super convenient for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's right in that little triangle between the 805 and the 15 on the north side of the 8. So right off Friars Road. Used to be rock quarries back then.
Yeah.
And you know, they've created this master plan development there with commercial mixed use, walkability with all kinds of new retail coming in, and job diversity with some, you know, major players that are kind of growing, you know, or spreading out right there, and possible walkability to work. And
Does this unit have a garage?
it does. Now, Lucent, yes, so that has a 2-car garage.
That's nice
And-
too. So you have the the high-rise living, you have the amenities, you have the location, you also have the garage, which is a big deal because a lot of times that can be tricky with some of these attached properties, and this is new stuff too. Gotta keep that in mind. This is a 2017 build, so you got practically a brand new home here.
Yep, and there's the clubhouse. Now,
that.
that's shared by several of the communities. So Toll Brothers, a lot of these different developers have properties there in the Savina master plan. And so there are actually brand new homes that you can buy there that, you know, haven't been built yet. They're going to be delivered later in the year. And so
Look at that. This looks like Vegas, guys.
Yeah, that's
What the heck is going
Yeah.
on?
let's get
Yeah.
summer living.
right?
Yeah.
Amazing outdoor
it June yet?
spaces, pools, parks, dog parks, tennis courts, basketball courts, amphitheaters, you name it. It was really, really well planned.
Wow. What are the HOAs like?
HOAs are moderate,
Yeah.
$600 range. But you know, it's all about the lifestyle. So you have this, you know, brand new communities. You have larger square footages typically than you would find in those price points in the downtown communities, but you still have proximity, and you have that walkability that people are looking for,
Yeah.
but with more grand open spaces in a very central location.
How long has this one been on the market?
That one, good question. 18 days on the market.
18 days.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would think something like this would have already moved. I think it's a good one to mention on here. Let's look at the financing options for this one, Coop, for 8569 Aspect.
Yeah. So again, we have the 4 options. I'm just going to hit on the 2 on the far right, the VA, and then the professional loan. So this one's close enough to our $850,000 limit where as long as it's a strong file, I think we probably get something pushed through on 100% financing on that one. So you can actually get into this home 0 down, no mortgage insurance. There are certain restrictions, obviously the professions we talked about earlier, the CPAs, attorneys, doctors, dentists, nurses, but you have to be a first-time home buyer, and you have to have a minimum 720 credit score, which for 100% jumbo financing is really not asking all that much. And you can have co-signers if you need help qualifying. We go off the payments as they're listed on your credit report for student loans, which is huge because most jumbo financing requires 1% on whatever your student loan balance is, or at best 0.5%. So this program is really set up for those people in those professions coming out of school or just getting started that don't have the high threshold of down payment that can be required for some of these properties. So that's a fantastic option, 100% financing on that. And then the VA, again, if you qualify for VA, go VA, because there's nothing better out there.
There really isn't. And there never will be.
And on this one, the one on Aspect, that particular community, it doesn't have elevators, so you drive directly into your garage. Some of them do, which will bump your HOAs up a little bit. So this one, the HOAs are only in the 4s. So.
Oh, wow, that's huge.
Wow. Yeah, that is a big deal.
And as a caveat, we should mention, I did not check some of most of the projects in this area are VA approved. So that is an assumption that I made on this one.
And if it's not, then that's something that can be worked on.
It is, yes.
Yeah, so it's not dead in the water if it's not.
And we can find one for you if that's what you're looking
Yes,
for.
it's true. It's not the only ones. I mean, Brent's finding deals all the time. So I think
Hot
people,
deals.
Yeah, people are always telling me like, oh, I can't find anything, or I think it's going to be too hard. Have you tried? Have you connected with someone who knows what they're doing? Because there's deals all over the place. I sat down yesterday with someone who was looking to buy, and I just pulled up. I mean, literally just Redfin. I mean, I just opened it up and was like, put in the price points, and all these things popped up. And he's like, wow, there's that many? Yeah, there's options.
Yeah.
But now, are they all good deals? No.
Well,
But that's where you have to have someone that you trust.
I know, and that's why you don't use Aunt Judy, at the end of the day. I'm sure she bakes a
wrong with
wonderful
Aunt Judy?
pie. But maybe, go someone that's been in the business, that is, a professional. This is what they do for a living. They've really worked hard to know the areas and what is a good deal, what's not. Not only that, but how to structure the transactions, because there's just too many people that are out there that you're not going to get the best advice from just because they don't know. They don't know. They're in the business, but they don't know.
Yeah, they certainly don't necessarily have bad intentions.
Not at all.
I mean, I don't think, we never claim that. It's really just a matter of what's possible based on what someone knows and understands about what they're doing.
Yes.
So when we talk about these things, that's kind of what we're alluding to, is that when we know for sure people know what they're doing, those are people to listen to. We have 2 more properties to get to here, and the next one is Oak Bend Drive.
Yep. So this is
Where's this one?
Scripps Ranch. So
Yes.
super central as far as the commute goes, and if you're a physician or attorney, there's lots of. I know we sold one in Scripps Ranch not too long ago to a physician, and that it was about the commute, the convenience of that, having a little bit more land to work with, but you have the accessibility rate close to the 52, or the 805, or the 163, or the 15. So all of those freeways are close by, but this is 10541 Oak Bend. Excuse me.
What's the price point on this one?
This one's listed at $799.
Seriously?
Yep.
Yeah.
So it definitely qualifies for that.
Yeah,
All
for
right,
100%
red light
financing.
special. Red light special. Scripps Ranch, 92131. This home, $799 is the list price. Folks, we got a smoking deal here. We've identified the one. Quick shout out to Kimberly. I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name, but Kimberly, thank you for saying what's up. We are live on Facebook, by the way. Say hi. We'll say hi back.
Hey, Kimberly.
We want to say what's up to you. Thanks for watching. Okay, I haven't seen a ton about this property yet, but I've seen enough to know that $799 is going to make this one very, very attractive.
Yeah, it's on a good-sized lot, 8,300 square foot lot.
Wow.
So it's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath home in Scripps Ranch.
Single level?
And
It looks
looks
single
like-
level. Yeah.
Brother, this is the deal.
so you got nice wood floors. This listing is with Coldwell Banker. This is Frank Rashid's. It's only been on the market for 6 days. I wouldn't sleep on this one.
No, this is something you're gonna have to move fast, y'all. If you want Scripps Ranch, you want this price, you want something that looks this good.
Yeah, it's on a quiet
get your pen out.
cul-de-sac. We live on a cul-de-sac. I tell you, life on a
Yeah.
cul-de-sac is awesome with kids and
And the neighbors get together,
Yeah.
especially
good
with
time.
you guys.
Right? Yeah.
Is a cul-de-sac different than a cul-de-sac?
It's a cul-de-sac. Right? Cul-de-sac. Yeah. Yes, it is different.
Okay, I just wasn't sure if it was. Is there something I need to know?
I think it's just a
or-
level of beer that gets drank.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
a different.
And the camaraderie. that
Colt
goes
45
around
the
it.
sack?
Yeah, yeah.
Look at this nice open kitchen here. You got a lot of really high level stuff here. Guys, this is, this right here is what this is all about. I mean, this is a smoking deal. People will miss this stuff. You won't realize that that it's a possibility. Look at this master.
Yeah, it's really turnkey. It's, you know, even if you do zero down and you don't want to use your savings for improvements, because on this home you don't necessarily need to do that. You know,
It looks like a single level to me, guys. I think
Yeah.
it is. A single level 3-2 vaulted ceilings, nicely, you know, updated. It's got a nice yard too.
I mean, this is, yeah. I mean, where's the siren? This is the deal.
This is bonkers.
Yeah.
Bonkers. I imagine that Frank is getting phone calls about this property.
yeah.
So,
I turned my phone off, so I can't tell if I am right now. But
oh, there's a cool look at it.
Yeah, that is kind of a.
The dollhouse view. Yeah, you can see it's single level
Yep.
with the vaulted ceilings, which is that's what I think is the perfect
Yeah.
way to go. If you can get it,
I agree.
single level vaulted ceilings, you know, just makes things easy. You don't have to mess with stairs. You get the voluminous feeling with the vault in the
So
ceiling.
I've got single level in my home,
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
I love it.
This is great. All right, we're talking about $799 in Scripps Ranch, y'all, for a detached 3-2 on a nice sized lot.
Yeah.
Boy, it doesn't get much better than that. So
Right.
let's take a look. What is it gonna take if we want to actually purchase something like this, Coop?
It's not going to take much, and that's kind of the nice thing. So this, for sure, is going to qualify on the professional loan for the attorneys, CPAs, pilots. I know I keep going through all this stuff, but
You
just in
kinda have
case
to.
someone's jumping in, doctors, dentists, nurses, physician assistants. Dentist, and I'm sure I missed one, but I'll get it next time. But the zero down, I mean, as you can see right there, your price tag all in, including your taxes and insurance. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure that's probably what that house would rent for, you know? Pretty darn close. So, you know, again, very.
I don't think you can rent houses like that there unless
No.
you know somebody. I don't see them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, that's a great option for those people just getting started in those professions, looking to purchase in that area, which is very central.
Yeah, great
I mean,
neighborhood.
it's great neighborhood, great schools.
Unbelievable schools,
Yeah.
great location, everything you'd want in a community in Scripps Ranch. That's why it's so sought after. That's
Yeah.
why the get-in price for the condos is in the 4s, you know, and stuff like that. Like it's hard to get in there.
Yeah.
And then, you know, the VA, I mean, if you're eligible and you're looking in San Diego, anywhere, I don't care where, and you have VA eligibility, look at that house. You're not going to get a better deal.
Yeah, what's crazy too is that, you know, and you can kind of go through and look at like the ranks, the BAH, and how that stuff works. But, you know, if you're VA eligible, you get BAH, right, which is tax-free.
It
And you
is.
can use it to buy a house, but you can then write off all the interest that you pay against your other taxable income. And you can reduce your taxable income. I'm not a CPA, but, you know, chat with your CPA. If you're itemizing your deductions, man, can you lower your tax basis and how much money you're spending with Uncle Sam.
And qualifying, you get to gross up your BAH,
Do you
so
really?
you qualify at a higher level. You get to gross up, depending on your tax bracket, even either 115 or 125% of what that is. So you can qualify for more house,
Which makes sense.
which it does make sense, but you're just hitting on. But then you get the added benefit of the tax benefits on the mortgage interest deduction. So
Yep, terrific stuff. All right, we've got one more smoking hot deal to get to
Smoking.
here.
Yep.
Let's now where are we headed with this one? Because
So Del Sur, kind of in your neck of the woods.
yeah, it's not too
up
far
north.
away from me.
Yeah, right. Del Sur is pretty special. I think it parallels, Savita in a lot of ways, but more up in North County, where you get that modern architecture, newer, but a planned community with amazing amenities and walkability to the retail component. And there's great restaurants like Ponce's up there.
Yeah.
They've expanded and moved up there to Del Sur as
You know, I
well.
don't know what the schools are like in Mission Valley, but I can tell you for sure in Del Sur that
Yeah.
they are extremely sought after.
Yeah.
That Design 39,
Yeah, it's right around the corner from this house.
that's
right here.
all I hear about.
Yeah.
Is Design 39.
Yeah.
Mothers will cut you to get their kids into
Right.
Design 39.
Yeah.
That's how that is how sought after it is. I don't know what they're doing over there, but I just know that moms want their kids in that school.
Have you seen that campus?
I haven't seen it.
It's pretty incredible. So this particular property on Macy Lane, the address is 16206 Macy Lane. It's priced at $899, built in 2017. You can see how
Holy
turnkey
smokes.
this is. If you're looking for modern, this is it. Open. It is tri-level, but the way it's laid out, it's really done well, where you have the 2-car garage. You know, I showed this property a couple times, and it's got, you know, your epoxy coating in the garage. It actually has an electric car charger.
In the garage?
In the garage, and you have solar that is paid for in this particular
And
property.
paid solar.
Paid solar, and this is one of the rare.
Get the siren out again.
Right. Now this is one of the rare properties in this community that actually has a nice sized yard. Very private, but
There's a yard in this place?
It has a yard. You'll see that. Look at that balcony with the fireplace, and then you have the TV hookups above on that little.
Now, are these all
grassy wall.
detached?
They are detached.
Oh,
so,
nice.
Now there is Melrose up there
Yes.
because it's a new community.
Right.
But you know, when you parallel that with like somewhere like Savita, you're paying about the same. You know, but there is a sunset on the Melrose, probably right about the time you'd be finished paying for that mortgage.
So I got to tell you a story, because I was talking to someone through one of our television shows who was looking to buy in this area and really wanted a Design 39, and this is the price point that they were trying to get in. They couldn't find anything, and they were looking for like a long time to try to find something that was in the under 900 range.
Yeah.
And they had a really hard time with it. Not to mention they would have taken anything. And this thing is dialed.
This one is special, I think, because of the yard. Now, there is another property around the corner that is priced over $9, and they're both nice, but this one, look at that yard. So it's good size, yeah. So that really makes it stand out. Got to give, yeah, so anyway, this is a Daniel Beer listing. This one is, it's a great property. I'm surprised it's still on the market. I know they had a lot of showings.
I was
But
going to say.
you have that walkability. You could probably throw a rock and hit the target parking lot. You know, you'd have to launch it over the
Maybe a pitching wedge.
Yeah, pitching wedge probably. You'd have a better chance. But you know, you have great restaurants within walking distance. Great schools.
The schools are just
easily
with the property itself is amazing.
It is
value. Okay,
Yeah.
first of all, because it's practically brand new. It's dialed in. It's dope. It's in an amazing neighborhood, great community. Also, the schools are bonkers.
Yeah.
So this one right here, this makes no sense that this is still on the market. This should for sure be pending right now. I don't know what they're doing on the other side of this thing, but based on where it's listed, there should be a tremendous amount of activity for this.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I know what the owner paid for it, and you know, I'm surprised it hasn't sold, because you're basically getting it at 2017 pricing, and it's, you know, there's 18 parks within walking distance in this community. Again, master plan community. You have, I think, 11 pools. There's community events there. That, you know, I think that they bring snow in, you know, in the wintertime. They do all these different festive things, and so if that's the type of lifestyle you want, you know, your family to grow in, I could see this being a very sought after community for years to come.
This is great. I mean, I would get the siren out again. Cooper,
Yeah.
what is it going to cost for us to live this life?
Not that much. So, I mean, the nice thing is when you keep things under the $1 million price tag, I mean, you're really finding some good affordability again. So whether you're putting the 20%, the 10% down, even on something like this, where on the professional loan, again, for the attorneys, doctors, dentists, CPAs, nurses, nurse practitioners, veterinarians, I forgot. That's the one I forgot.
You know what we can do
Veterinarians.
for future reference? If you type these out just once, I can put them on the screen.
That is too easy.
I will put them on the screen for you,
They can go to our website.
and then you don't.
Yeah.
Then you don't have to.
Yeah, or go to our website, NSD Home. Little shameless plug there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so you can get in with the professional loans, still very affordable, 5% down, no mortgage insurance, very competitive rates. And then yet again, I'm going to push this as much as I can now. If you are VA eligible at these higher price points and you can get qualified, do your VA, because there's just not a better loan out there.
There's no question about it. That's a great opportunity. Some great deals. Brent, thanks for doing the hard work.
I think we
to look
kept
that
them
stuff
all
up.
under $1 million this time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, everything's under $1 million. We had one went pending this morning, which that's what's going to happen if you're
They're a
looking
good
at
deal.
good deals.
Yeah.
They're going to go fast. I mean, that's one of the things I think is really important if you're looking in a certain area, is look at the sales. Look at the stuff that's sold in the last couple months, and see how many days on market it had.
Yeah.
The stuff that you like.
Well, and I want to say that the first quarter historically tends to be a little bit slower, but the buyers out there right now are pretty serious. Good time to be out there as a buyer, because you might be in a situation where the seller has been on the market since the holidays. You might have more opportunity to negotiate, and come after tax time, that's when there's more competition out there. So the likelihood of getting into a bidding war might be greater.
Increases, yeah.
And so, right now is a really, really good time.
A little less
to be the
competition.
buyer.
Rates are still good.
Yep.
Great opportunity.
Phenomenal. Yeah.
Fellas, thank you so much for your time today. Hey,
Thanks,
As
Derek.
always,
share
thank
this
you,
with
sir.
your friends. Let's help make them smarter than everyone else about San Diego real estate. Appreciate your time. See you soon.
See ya.